What's up, guys? Kristofer Simmons here, and I am the lead graphics designer at South Anchorage High School Video Production. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a really simple lower thirds that is, in my opinion, very helpful to know how to do. And I will try and make some more tutorials soon about the basics of After Effects for any of you guys who want to learn how to do what I do. So, first, what you're going to start out by is you want to go and click this composition button right here. You want to make sure it's 1920 by 1080, frame rate's 30, background color doesn't really matter, and I want you to name it lower third, and just press OK. And it'll make a little tab on the bottom that's called lower third. Now, you're going to make just a regular shape, you can make it whatever shape you want, but a lower third is really, kind of like this shape right here. It's kind of a thin rectangular shape, and obviously you have to select it, which you saw I just did, and then you can change the fill, which is the main color, and then the stroke. And obviously you can see you can move around the little dial, and then the stroke right there that I'm adjusting right now is the edge piece, and then you can change the color of that too. I'm probably just gonna leave it white. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it white so that, and then what I just toggled right there, that's the transparent background. And so basically when you export this, it will be transparent, so you can put it over another video and you can have your name. So now you're going to take the text tool, which is the little t, and just click and type whatever you want. So in this case I'm going to type my name, and if you just drag your mouse while it's selected, if you drag your mouse over, you'll see a little movement tab, and you just can move it around, resize it, just all that good stuff. And I'll show you some text options here in a second that'll help you adjust the text, squish the text if you need to, make it taller, make it thinner, make it bolder, whatever, make it bigger. And obviously you want to select it, and with the text tool, well, as soon as I get to that, I'll do that. I'm just going to adjust this real quick. Okay, now when you get the text tool, just click on it, and you can move it around. Obviously, you see when I moved it away from the actual text, I can move it around. So to do anything with the text, you have to highlight it. And so then this is the font where you can change the font. I like to use SF Automation. That's like one of my favorite fonts. And then bold, obviously this SF Automation is only bold. And now there's the eyedropper where you can basically take any color anywhere on your screen, and you can use that color for your thing, and it'll give you the exact color that the eyedropper is on. So as you can see, I clicked that, but I'm not going to use it. I'm probably just going to use white just to give it that kind of nice look. And then the one with the hole in it, the color, that's the stroke on the outside. Now here I show you how to change the colors, but I'm just going to leave it black. And when you have it highlighted, this is the size of the text, the grand over the scale, and then that is the height. This is the width that I was talking about. And then you can also change the stroke size, which I believe, I guess I don't show that. But okay, so this is called parenting. And what you want to do is you basically click that, and you're parenting it to the shape layer, so that if you move the shape, it'll move the text with the shape. So you just want to click on the text and that little drop down tab and put it as shape layer. Now if you open up transform, you'll see what I'm doing right now is position, and that you just move it around, and I'll show you how to keyframe. So obviously so once you've moved it off the screen, you push that little keyframe, and what I'm dragging around right now is the keyframe, and then you're going to move the cursor over a little bit, like maybe a second, 2 seconds. I'll see what I do here. So I think I move it about a second, and then if you drag it back onto the screen, what it'll do is the keyframe basically sets the point, and then anything between those 2 points, if something different happens, that difference will come into play. So now I believe yeah. So there you go. So I made a keyframe when it was off screen, and then I made a keyframe when it was on screen. So now it comes on, but I think I'm going to make this longer because it's very, very fast moving on. And you don't want the lower third to be like super quick. You want it to be, you know, nice and smooth. But if you like a fast lower third, I guess you could make a fast lower third. That's not a problem either. And as you can see, I've made another keyframe. And how I did that is I just clicked on the recent keyframe and Command C, Command V. Command C is copy, Command V is paste. If you're on a Mac and if you're on a PC, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. And as you can see, I just highlighted those keyframes so I can move them farther away so that you can actually have time to read the lower third, and then it goes back off. And so that part is just, it's very simple. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm adjusting the composition, because if we render it now, it'll render all 30 seconds of that, and you don't want that. And so here, I just control click, unless you have a right click mouse on a Mac, and then for PC it's just right click, and you want to press trim comp to work area. And that will make it so that your composition is only the amount that you resize it to. And then you want to go up to composition, press add to render queue, and it'll show up in your render queue tab. Now you want to click lossless, this is what it should say, and you want to change the channels to RGB plus alpha. This makes it so that it exports with transparency. Now change the format to PNG sequence. Normally I do QuickTime when I'm making videos, but when you're in Mr. Butterfield's class, the board that we use to make the announcements uses a PNG sequence, which will basically make a PNG for every frame. And there's 30 frames a second, and that, what we just made is 7 seconds. So 30 times 7, you do the math, that's what, 210 pictures, I believe? Yeah, 210 pictures. And so what you want to do is obviously put it in a subfolder, which I think you saw. Put it in a subfolder. That way it'll make a folder on your desktop, and then it'll put all those pictures in it in order. And then press render, and as you can see, the bar is filling up very slowly. And once it's done, I'll show you what the finished product is. So minimize After Effects here. And there it is, the lower third subfolder, right? And then double click that. And there are all of the PNGs. And that is basically it. I'll show you guys how to save your project so that, well, you know, you can use your thing for more. Oh, and right here I'm showing you that it is transparent. So I'm going to import one of the pictures. I think this first time I import a picture, but there's no lower third on it. Yeah, this was dumb. As you can see, I dragged it on, and there was no lower third picture. I was really confused there for a second. And then I realized, oh, the lower third's not on there yet. So then I got a different picture. Yeah. So as you can see, all those pictures, it's basically like a stop motion. A really, really, really big stop motion. Okay, here we go. And then, obviously, it's the same color background, and I think I change it here. And so, yeah. So there you go. That means it's transparent because it's not showing black. If it wasn't transparent, it would show black. So, and to save, all you do is, we'll obviously get rid of anything that's not like the composition, and it's just file, save as, and you name it as you want, and make sure the file format is Adobe After Effects project. If it's not, it won't save, and you won't be able to open the project, so it'll open up everything that you've made. So you want to have it, don't put template project, just do Adobe After Effects project. Save it to your desktop, press save, and a little purple icon will pop up. And there it is. And that is pretty much it. And so as you can see, I'm going to open it right here, and it will open up the exact project that what you saved. And to save it, you don't have to do save as again. You don't have to make a whole new little save. If you already have a save file on your desktop, you can just go file save, and it'll save it to, and it'll basically replace the old one with the new one. So you don't have to have like 7 save files. And there you have it. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and hope this helped.